Hi guys, thanks for joining us as we pour from coast to coast today. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving and everybody's now gearing up for Christmas. It'll be here before you know it. So our sweet Taneva laid down the challenge for us this time around, and that was to pour out of a dustpan, which was really cool because I haven't done one of these things in forever. That was literally the only rule. Just pour out of a dustpan. So this go round, I am going to do an open cup with my Amsterdam pearl paints just to see how they do coming out of a dustpan. Now, you don't have to use a base coat with this type of pour. You can paint the canvas beforehand, any style you want, single color, ombre, it's up to you. Then pour your design on top of it. Generally, you don't have a lot of paint to tilt since you're already stretching it out when you pour it from the dustpan. So you can actually leave your composition most times without having to tilt it much. In this piece, however, because I was using the pearl paints, I wanted to make sure I had some room to play. And by that, I mean tilt it and make sure that those paints really show up, as they tend to do the more you stretch them out. So I used a little more paint than you would typically use on this type of pour. It's all basically a matter of what type of composition you want. Do you want negative space? Do you want to tilt it out and cover the canvas completely? These are all factors that impact the amount of paint that you'll need. Now, the amount of paint that I had on this canvas, I could have completely tilted it out and covered the canvas, but I didn't want to do that. I'm starting to love negative space, but I did tilt off enough that it wasn't too thick and so that it wouldn't crack when it started drying. And here are the dried results. I swear, y'all, using these paints is like Christmas. I usually pour my pieces at night, and by the time I go in the next morning, it's dry. The colors have manifested. It's so different than when it was wet. And it's just so exciting walking into that studio because you don't know what it's going to look like, which is just so cool. Love, love, love it. You know, when I was torching this piece, it actually brought up some little tiny clusters of cells in addition to, you know, the other cells that already popped up. Now, in that portion right there, it looks like it's backlit. The way that those Amsterdam paints are coming through the black, there's one of those little clusters right there. But I can't get over the shimmer of these pieces and using these paints. There's another cluster right there. I haven't varnished this piece yet. I usually don't before I show you guys, just so you can see what it looks like with no varnish, which is incredible. Got a lot of gorgeous lacing, and I'm really super happy with this piece as I am using these paints. Taneva, this was an awesome challenge. Thank you for throwing it out there for us. I had so much fun doing this. So it is my turn to put out the next challenge in 2 weeks, and this is it. We are going to use this palette. We can add black and or white, as well as a traditional metallic like gold, silver, bronze, pewter, that kind of stuff. Check back with us in 2 weeks to see how we did. Now let's go over to Chris Jezek's channel and see what kind of fabulousness she has for us. You guys have a great weekend.